We saw the hype, we shopped the sales, but what was actually worth it and what do I regret buying? Welcome back everyone. Today's video is going to be a good old review video. So I wanted to review all the products that I picked up recently from the Sephora sale. I did a lot of videos around the sale. I did my haul. I did a get ready with me using some of the products, but I wanted to come back and give my thoughts on them now that I've been trying them for a while, let you know what I think is actually worth it, and also what maybe didn't work out for me. I do have a couple other new products that I bought myself or I've just been trying recently that I was going to throw into this review video since I have them, but I will link everything down below as well as in the YouTube shopping button. I did also want to mention, and I wanted to get this video out during this time, that Sephora is having a Cyber Week sale, and every day they are having select brands be 30% off. So I will put a link in my description box as well that has the calendar and also a few of my favorite items from each of the brands that are on sale. But this video is going up on Wednesday the 27th, and today 30% off is Tarte and also Makeup Forever. I feel like that's pretty fantastic. I love the Tarte XL mascara. I know there's a lot of really fan favorites from Tarte as well. From Makeup Forever, I love their lip liners. I've been using their lip liners so much. I talk about them all of the time. So I definitely wanted to point that sale out, but this is going to be running through a Monday, December 2nd, where again, select brands are going to be 30% off every day. So I really wanted to get my Sephora review video up in case there's anything that you want to shop from those brands and you want to add on some of the products that I'm giving favorable reviews to. First off, I wanted to review the Rare Beauty holiday set that I picked up. This is Selena's Essential Eye Duo, and I'm loving this. This was one of the products. I did the majority of my shopping for the Sephora sale in LA at the Grove. They have a really big Sephora there. I walked in and this was the first set that I saw and I was like, this will be mine. So in the set, you get one of the eyeshadow sticks, and I love the eyeshadow sticks. In one of my previous videos, I was wearing two of them. I think it's the shade Contentment, and then I always forget the lighter like rosy toned shade, but I was wearing those. I always get so many compliments on them. The eyeshadow sticks I just think are so easy to use. A lot of times I just run them all over my lid. Shade Perspective is the one that comes in the set, and this is only available in the set. So that was the reason why I wanted to purchase it, because I couldn't just get this on its own. And it's a really beautiful, like sparkly olive bronzy tone. I just think that it's stunning. And then also in the set you get a mini of the Rare Beauty mascara, and I love this mascara. I've purchased many full sizes, and so when I saw it came with the mascara, I was like, I'm definitely gonna get this too because I love the mascara. So this set I have been digging, and every single time I wear the shadow stick, which I think every time I've worn this, I've only worn this shadow stick. I don't have any other eyeshadow on. You know, sometimes I have like liner on or something like that, but every single time I wear it in videos, people are like, what is on your eyes? Your eyeshadow look is so pretty. If I'm doing like a lip combo video on Instagram wearing this, people are like, what's the eyeshadow that you're wearing? So this is a set that I was a big fan of. There's a lot of really good holiday sets out for the year, and that one from Rare Beauty, no regrets buying. So from the Inkey list, I purchased their hydrocolloid patches, and I don't have them to show you because I use them all the way up. I already threw the box away, but I'm a big fan of these from the Inkey list. They are very invisible patches. They are one of those acne patches that I feel like I can wear and like run out and no one's gonna see me with like acne patches on my face. A lot of times I just use them overnight. If I'm dealing with a breakout, I put them on overnight, and they work so well for my breakouts. So I'm a big fan of acne patches, but for whatever reasons, these ones from the Inkey list, I just feel like work so fast, and they're the ones that I'm continually drawn to. I repurchased them several times myself now, so when I saw them at Sephora, I was like, I might as well grab them with my 15% off since I am a VIP member. I did also just recently post a full Black Friday sale video, and I have products in there from mainstream, from indie, small businesses, Amazon. I have skincare in there, but I did mention the Inkey list is 25% off. So you can get the patches at Sephora, or you can also pick them up directly from the Inkey list as well, and I highly recommend them. A lip liner that I have just been loving. I've been loving this lip liner. This is from Freck. This is their Makeout Club Nude Muse lip liner, and I got the shade 03. This is like my perfect nude for my lips. Whenever I wear this, I'm just like, yes please. It's such a beautiful nude, and it's just such a fantastic lip liner. It's like a My Lips but better. And I was just talking to my girlfriend about this because there's a few products in here that I'm going to speak to on the like longevity of them, because I had a very busy weekend last weekend. So I live in Las Vegas and we had the F1, the Formula One races here. And being a content creator, we get to go like all over the city and do really cool things, eat at cool places, go to cool activations, go to really fun concerts. I saw T-Pain and Ludacris. I actually got to go to the Grand Prix which was one of the most exciting things for me. I've been a big Formula One fan for the past year. I watched all 6 seasons on Netflix so I could try to understand what F1 was, since it was in my city and I was able to work events with them. And so I was super excited to go to the Grand Prix. But what it meant was, when I was leaving my house in the morning, I wasn't coming back until late at night, and I was doing my makeup and it had to last. I was literally putting change of clothes in my car. I was changing in cars. I was changing outfits in casino bathroom. This lip liner, my girlfriend Katie got to come along as my partner in crime the whole weekend, and I'm so grateful that she was able to do so much with me. But I was like, Katie, use this lip liner because it's not going to move on you. And she tried it out the one night and she was like, you're right. She was like, we went to a food festival one day and we were eating all kinds of the tacos and burgers and these really delicious hand rolls. Like, we spent 2 hours just eating so much food. Our lip liner, fantastic. This one from Freck, I highly, highly recommend. I think that it's beautiful. If you are similar in tone to me, I think 03 would be a really good nude on you, but this one, I cannot stop wearing. A lot of times I wear it with either one of these combinations. So from Kosas, I picked up one of their wet lip oils, and this one is in the shade Unzipped, and this is a really beautiful, kind of a milky champagne shade. It just adds a little something to the lips. In my Get Ready With Me, I used the Freck and the Kosas. I know some people said it was a little bit of light contrast. That was what we're kind of talking about with makeup these days, but I don't mind it. I feel like I have kind of a light contrast lip on today as well. But I think this lip oil is so pretty. It's one that I'd had on my list for a very long time. I really like the formula. I think it's very smooth. It's not sticky at all. I like that Unzipped has a little bit of shimmer into it too, but nothing gritty or anything like that. And I think that it has a nice wear time for a lip oil as well. Obviously, it's super easy to reapply, and I really like the shade on the Unzipped. But if I'm feeling a matte lip look, because I will say the day of the actual Grand Prix that was here, we had a wind advisory. So it was warm, it was 70 degrees, but we had crazy winds that day. And one of the first things that we were doing was this food festival, which was outdoors. And I was like, okay, I don't want the wind, having my hair all up in my lips, right? So I also purchased a set from Merit Beauty with some different lipsticks in it. And this was one of the first shades that I pulled from the set to try. And I was like, wait, I like this so much. So this one is one of their signature lip blushes, and this is in the shade Du Jour. So this has been kind of my go-to from the set, and you can see it's just this really beautiful light pink. It's one of those so it says a lip blush. To me, it kind of reminds me of a blotted lip. That's kind of what it looks like when I put it on. And when I use it with the Freck lip liner or some of my other favorite lip liners, I really just kind of lightly put it in the center and kind of blend it out with my lips, and it just gives this, again, kind of blotted lip look. It's matte, it doesn't move. It has been so pretty. So this, again, I'm looking out the window. We have high winds again today. So days of high winds, I don't really like to wear glosses or lip oils. Then I go into a matte bullet lipstick, and that one from Merit I think is so pretty. But like I said, I did also purchase the whole trio from them because I like the Merit lip formula. I've bought a couple of the lipsticks myself in the past. Also in this set, we have the signature lip in the matte formula. This one is in the shade Black Tie. This one is a little bit more on that, I almost want to say a cherry cola side. I know that's a very popular lip combo right now, and you kind of get that in the lipstick, which I think is pretty. I've tried the matte lips before, and I really do like that. This is the satin one, and this is in the shade Bespoke. You can see this one is, again, more of that satin formula, and this is going to be more of your nude, a little bit more of a brown nude. So I liked that we got different shades with the lip set as well. It wasn't just all brown or all pink or all, I mean, they're all kind of more on the nude side, but I like that we have a more pink, a more brown, and then a more red also. So I've been a big fan. You get all full sizes in these. Again, my personal favorite, and I honestly probably think it's just because it's a newer formula to me, but I really like the blotted lip look. It's kind of to me, it's kind of an effortless lip look when I apply it, but it is definitely the lip blush. But I love that you get the matte and the satin as well. One more lip liner that I wanted to mention, I actually meant to review this in my last collection or rejection video where I just talk about the products that I've been trying out recently. For some reason, I had this lip liner next to me and I didn't review it, and I'm not sure why. But this is from Laura Mercier. This is the Caviar Perfecting Lip Liner. This is in the shade Rosewood. I need to sharpen it again. I have already sharpened this so many times, but I really, really like this lip lip liner, and I think that it is such a pretty shade. So this is the swatch of it right here. And so again, the shade Rosewood, it's kind of more of that rose nude. This is again another one of those lip liners that just stays and stays so well. And a lot of times with this lip liner, I like to line my lips and then with a lighter hand, I just fill it in. And that's it. Like, I do that with a lot of lip liners. I can do it with the Freck lip liner for sure, but there's a lot of lip liners that I feel like are a one and done. Line my lips, fill them in, good to go. And I feel like lip liner has a pretty good staying power. At least a lot of them that I try and say that I love, I feel like have a really good lasting power on them as well. But I really wanted to shout out the one from Mercier because for the past couple of months now, this has been a staple in my purse. So when I realized, I think it was when I was editing my video and I'm like looking at my list of products, I'm like, wait, where's the Mercier? I don't know why I didn't include it or if I missed a clip or something, but I wanted to make sure to include it because again, you can get these at Sephora. Next up, I have another lip trio that I purchased. Okay, so we went a little bit heavy on the lip products, but these are from Ilia. These are the Lip Sketch Crayons, and I ended up going with the trio where you got 3 different minis. So the shades in here are Earthen, and then Earthen, Rime, and also Pink Door. So I swatched them on my hands. We have Earthen, Rime, and then also Pink Door. So I was kind of going back and forth between purchasing one full size or purchasing the set, but because I was shopping in store, the shade that I wanted, which was in Genre, was sold out, and then I couldn't really find another shade that I was like really down for, so that's why I decided to go for the 3 minis. And I was like, you know, this way I can try out like a few different products. So my favorite out of these is actually Earthen, which is a little bit more of like this darker nude. Pink Door to me is just like, it's a little bit too pink. I can still wear it, and for me, you can kind of use these as like, again, a lip liner and a lipstick, especially because they're a little bit more of like a thicker crayon. So you can kind of use them as the lip liner and then fill in your lips as well. But with Pink Door, what I have liked to do, one of the lip combos that I did is I did Rime as the lip liner and then kind of filled it in with Pink Door and then did like a clear gloss on top, and I thought that was a really pretty look. Earthen is the one that I can kind of just do on its own. I think it's really pretty. But I did purchase these off a recommendation from Carissa, who went on the main trip with us, and I'm really excited to have these, and I like that they're minis. I feel like they're very easy to throw into my purse. I also feel like they're just very easy to use because they are more of the lip crayon. I just feel like they have this very like one and done type of feeling to them, which is very much my makeup style at this moment. So I still kind of wish that I would have just gotten the one full size, but in the shade that I want it, just because I don't love Pink Door the most. But again, I can kind of play around with it. I love to do lip combos. I filmed this lip combo, which I'm calling like a latte lip with skim milk, low fat milk, something along those lines. But I do really like, for the actual like formula, I would recommend the Ilia Lip Sketch Crayons, and I'm glad that I have them. So I mentioned a couple different foundations in there. One, I got a little sample of the Hourglass Soft Ambient Lighting foundation, so it came in a little one like this, and I also got a sample of the Urban Decay Face Bond, which I have reviewed. I think it was just in my last video that I reviewed the Urban Decay Face Bond. I said this is a favorite product of mine. It's what I'm wearing today. I've been wearing the face bond so much. Right now I'm wearing shade 16. A couple months ago I was wearing shade 18, but this is such a beautiful foundation. I think that it's very natural looking. I think that's very easy to blend into the skin, and it has a great wear time on it. Again, I was wearing the face bond all weekend through all of those F1 events, and it held up so well. But also the Hourglass. So I got a little sample of these because on the LA trip I actually forgot all of my foundations. So I went into Sephora and I asked for a sample of the Urban Decay because I knew I loved it. And then I figured I would get a sample of the Hourglass. Again, one of the girls that went on the Greece trip, Joy, she recommended this in her what she would recommend from the Sephora sale. The Hourglass is so pretty. I almost kind of have regrets getting a sample of it because now I want a full size of it, and Hourglass is not an inexpensive brand, but this foundation is so pretty. I will also say I've probably worn this 4 or 5 times, and I still have, I'm gonna guess like at least 3 uses left out of this. So I mean, they gave me a very nice sample size, which I was super happy with. But truly, this is so pretty. I got the shade 8, so again, for shade matching reference. But this is, again, it's just that very natural finish foundation, which is what I prefer. I do have more dry skin. I just feel like it's one of those foundations that gives me a my skin but better look, and I love that so much. It also has a very nice wear time to it as well. Again, I kind of know the Urban Decay and almost like trust it a little bit more, if you will. So that's why I chose it to go all through the F1 events. But this is still a foundation that I have worn for a prolonged period of time. And I just think that it wears so nicely. So I've been a big fan of the Hourglass. I'm truly thinking about purchasing a full size, and I'm really not even that big of a foundation girl. Like, foundation isn't something that I purchase a lot of new ones. That's why I loved like being able to get the samples, especially when I forgot them, instead of having to purchase a whole other full size foundations, because a lot of times I'll just wear like concealer and powder or something like that. But that Hourglass really got me like thinking about it. Okay, speaking about longevity, this is another product that I forced my friend Katie to buy after this weekend. I sent her the link and everything. I was like, you just need to go ahead and buy this, because we were doing all these events together, and I had decided to pick up the One Size Until Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray, right? Okay, so I purchased this. I ended up getting the mini because honestly, I'm not a big setting spray girl. A lot of times I forget it. It is what it is. I don't think it's like a make or break makeup product in my routine, right? But I heard so many people talk about it and say how great it was. I really wish that I would have bought it during the like summer season when it's like super hot and, you know, you tend to get more sweaty around these parts. But I was like, you know what? I still want to get it. Let's try it out. So I get it. And as I'm doing my makeup, I'm remembering to spray my face. And I'm not going to lie to you. The first few times that I tried it and I would like look at my makeup in the mirror, I'd be like, why does my skin look so dry? This is so interesting to me. Like, man, my skin just be looking really dry. I even changed up the serums that I was using in my skincare routine because I was like, oh, I live in Vegas. It's getting colder. It's very dry here. It's the desert. I was like, my skin's just probably getting more dry. So I'm literally changing up my skincare routine thinking like my skin is just more dry than normal. Then one day something finally clicks in my head that, Samantha, you're using a mattifying setting spray, and that is exactly what it's doing, is it's mattifying my makeup. And I was like, oh, okay. I got you. But then I also started to realize my makeup was not moving. My makeup was not going anywhere. And sure, I will say there were some times where I applied, you know, I did all of my makeup, then I was like, I don't like how matte my skin looks right now, because I was thinking it looked dry, but it was looking more matte. So sometimes I would come back in with like my cream blush and apply a little bit more of that, or like a glowy bronzer and apply a little bit more of that after doing the setting spray, because I wanted some of that glow back. But this was one that truly my makeup doesn't move, but I also, after a little bit of time, like a couple of hours, I don't feel like my skin looks as dry or as matte as when I first applied this. But when I tell you, so Friday night, we had multiple events for F1. Again, I was gone all day. The end of the night, we actually got to go see T-Pain in concert at a place called On The Record. It's at Park MGM in Vegas. It is kind of like, it's more like, it's not quite like a lounge, like chill vibes, but it's not quite a nightclub like the Omnia or the Marquee. It's kind of like somewhere in the middle there. It's a really cool vibe. And we got invited to a private showing with T-Pain, right? I was like, what is my life? It was so hot in there. I was so sweaty. I danced. T-Pain played for an entire hour. I was dancing everywhere. I was sweating everywhere. I walked out of that club. I walked into the bathroom and I looked at my face and I was like, your makeup hasn't moved. Your makeup hasn't moved. It doesn't look like you've been on the go all day. It doesn't look like you've just been dancing for hours at a time to all these nostalgic T-Pain songs. I was like, what is in this setting spray? So the next day when we had all these events again, including the Grand Prix, which didn't start until 10 p.m. at night, when I was getting ready with my girlfriend Katie, I was like, use this setting spray and tell me honestly, do you think it's as good as I'm thinking that it is? She used the setting spray and I was checking in with her throughout the day and she was like, I don't have to touch up my makeup. I don't have to touch up my makeup at all. And at the end of the night when we were leaving the Grand Prix together, she was like, send me the link for that setting spray. I said, I got you, girl. So the One Size setting spray, definitely worth all of the hype on that. That's one of my favorite purchases for sure. A product that I actually forgot to grab because it is still in my shower. So I've had a couple of people ask me if I've like moved or if I'm like filming from somewhere else. I have essentially made my girlfriend Ashley's house my office and my studio. I have started working from here most days. Some days I just bring my computer and I'm just doing like admin work from here. Or some days I am filming. Sometimes I'm filming in the bedroom. For my second channel, a lot of times I'm filming down in the living room by the fireplace on the love sack because I'm doing more book videos or healthy habit videos. But for me, I've talked for the last year now about kind of struggling to be in my apartment and being alone and just like not doing the best since my dog died last year. And to me, I just feel so much more productive over here. I had talked about like going to coffee shops during the day, just something because I feel like I was not concentrating at my apartment. And I'm someone who I've worked from home for probably the last like 13 years or something like that. Before I went full-time in social media, I worked from home for a hospital. So I'm very used to working from home. I'm very used to being self-disciplined and motivated, but I've been able to notice myself really struggling throughout this last year. So when Ashley got this house and started saying like, you know, come work from here and see if it's better for you, it has been so much better for me. So that is why you've noticed a change in location, and sometimes I'm just filming in random parts of our house, but it has just been so much better for me. It's been better for me mentally to get out of my apartment. It's been better for me to, even sometimes I'm sitting here, I'm just like bouncing ideas off of her. It's been better. It's just been better all around for me. But unfortunately, that means sometimes I forget things like the Oui the People gloss, the body gloss that I got, because I actually have it in my shower. So when I was gathering everything up for my makeup collection, I totally did not think to look into my shower. But I bought this Oui the People gloss. It's essentially like a body oil, and it is so nice. It is such a lightweight oil, and it kind of just like instantly sinks into your skin, but then like your skin kind of glistens with it and it just feels super soft. So I like to put my body oils in my shower. And what I do is I'll shower, I'll towel off, and then I'll immediately put the body oil on. And then once I get out, I also still do put a body moisturizer on, but I feel like already having the body oil just makes my body so soft and so smooth. And then sometimes like throughout the day, if I feel like I need to be like smoother, I'm going out, I want like oil on my legs or something like that, I've been using the one from Oui the People. So nice. Again, one of the girls on the main trip and the Greece trip actually recommended this one. So a lot of these are recommendations from you as well, but I really like that body gloss. Highly recommend if it's something that you're looking for. I did recently review the Phlur mood ring. Again, in my last collection or rejection video, I reviewed this one and I said that I, was planning to film a Sephora video, but I really wanted to talk about this one because I was loving it. And if you can see, I have used a lot of this guy. So I just got the little travel size version of it because I don't really purchase full-size fragrances. They're very pricey, and sometimes I just like can't really get through all of them, and then I feel kind of disappointed that I spent so much money and I'm like not going through a fragrance. But Phlur Mood Ring clearly has been a favorite of mine. I love this kind of like, to me, I just keep describing it as like a sexy date night scent, but honestly I wear it for like any occasion as well. And it's one that I get so many compliments on when I wear it. People always say like, oh, you smell good, what are you wearing? And I'm like, it's the Phlur Mood Ring. So just shouting that out because I did purchase it in the Sephora sale, but again, reviewed it recently, still loving it. This is the eye set that I'm wearing today, and this was a set that I didn't think was available in the Sephora stores, and I was like not giving up. I was not leaving that Sephora until I found the Kulfi Eye Set, and I am so happy I did not give up on this. This is probably my most worn eye look right now. And I'm going to say that over the Rare Beauty Shadow Sticks. Right now, to me, it's the Kulfi Eye Set, then I would say the Rare Beauty Shadow Sticks, then it's the Natasha Denona Xenon palette. I've been wearing that one nonstop, been loving that palette. This is what I'm wearing right now, and it is just such an easy eye look, and it is a very me eye look at this moment. So from Kulfi, this is their Stardust Cream Shadow. You need the tiny, I will never, ever go through this product. You, like the tiniest tap you need to get product on, and boom, that is it. And it is just a cream shadow. It's gold. To me, I do wish it had a little bit more sparkle to it, a little bit more like pizzazz to it, but for, again, like a one and done, like out the door type of look, this has been beautiful. And then it also comes with their eyeliner. This is just a regular black eyeliner, but it's what I use for my winged liner. This is a very creamy eyeliner, so when I put it on the outer part of my eye like this, I just take a winged liner brush, and it is so easy to make a little wing. So simple. I also use it on the waterline. I don't have any issues with this running or smudging. I will say this eyeliner, like I said, very creamy. I feel like you need a very light hand with it. The first time that I used this eyeliner, I was kind of pressing pretty hard, and I will say that I got some smudging from that, but I was able to realize like, oh, it's just a creamy eyeliner. Every other time since then I've used a lighter hand, boom, no issues at all. This set I am so happy with. I will also say this makes a really nice base. If I do think that I want like a more because I'm into very like shiny sparkly eye looks. So for me, if I'm like going out or something and I want a little bit more pizzazz on the eyes, this makes a great base, and it really, to me, I feel like holds whatever sparkle I put on top of it. But this is definitely my most worn eye set. It's what I'm wearing right now, and I'm so glad I didn't give up and found that one. All right, I also did purchase the Sephora Lash Stash to go, which I do think actually did sell out online, but I love these. I always look forward to these sets coming out every year, and I typically purchase the Lash Stash pretty much every year. So it comes with 5 mini mascaras, which is already great, but then it does come with a voucher, so you can take this into the stores and you can get a full size of any of the 5 mascaras that are in here. So the next time that I go into a Sephora, I will be bringing that with me. But in this set was the Grande Mascara, the Milk Makeup Rise, the Lancome Lashy Dull, the Tarte XL, and then the Benefit Fan Fest. Like I said, the Tarte XL is one of my favorite mascaras. This is what I will be getting a full size of. And again, it's why I wanted to mention today, Tarte is 30% off on the Sephora website. I highly, highly recommend the Tarte XL mascara. But again, I just love these little sets. Like I said, I think this one is sold out now. Hopefully, if you wanted to get it, you were able to grab it. Or if I see that it's back in stock, again, I will have everything linked down below and in that YouTube shopping button. I would pay attention to the YouTube shopping button too, because some brands are having specials specifically through YouTube shopping, because it's a bit of a newer shopping platform. So some of the brands are running like a few extra like discounts and that sort of thing. But I'm always super happy with these. The only mascara that I haven't tried out of here is the Grande mascara, but I am excited to give this one a shot. Otherwise, I like all the other ones. The Lancome is another like favorite of mine. I think the Benefit and the Milk are both really solid. And like I said, the Tarte is a favorite, and that will be the full size that I'm getting. Another holiday set that I bought is from Westman Atelier. This was like a wild card for me. And honestly, I think if this wasn't in store, I don't think I would have bought this online. But because I saw it in store, I was able to swatch all of the different lip and cheek products in here. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I've also hadn't tried Westman Atelier, and I did a video of either brands or beauty products that I wanted to try before the end of the year, and I had just Westman Atelier in general on my list. And I had that video like planned and all of the brands and products planned before I actually shopped the Sephora sale. It's just the video came after it. But I will say I had that in the back of my head as well when I was looking at the Westman Atelier, and I was like, well, could use it for your video, girl. So these products can be used for lips and cheeks, and I'll say that made me feel a little bit more like inclined to buy the set as well. So we have the Petal shade, which this is a really beautiful pink. Then we have Pop It, which this one is the bright pink. And then we have the nude, which is in Mimi. And Mimi is one of my favorites for the cheeks. I've actually used all 3 of these together on the cheeks and just blended them out. I have also used them as a lip product, and I think that they're really nice lip products as well. I will say traditionally, historically, what am I trying to say? Historically, I haven't really loved lip and cheek products because I think it's kind of weird to put something on your cheek and then put it on your lips. But for me, what I do with these, I like them more as a blush. I'll say that. I like them more as a blush. But if I want to use them as a lip product, I just put my finger in. To me, it just makes me like feel a little bit better. I know it's like essentially the same thing, but it just makes me feel a little bit better, okay? But like I said, I do like these as blushes. I think that they are very easy to blend out, and they give kind of like a nice like satiny finish to the cheeks also. I think that they are really pretty. And again, I just kind of really like the ease of use of them. I like that we have like just like the packaging on them, I think is so cute as well. The only shade that is like a little bit much for me is the bright pink one. Again, kind of same as what I said with the Ilia. I'm not a big bright pink girl for either my cheeks or my lips, but I can make it work. I think the bright pink can mix with the nude as well, makes a really pretty blush combo. Or if you want to brighten up the lips, to me, I haven't used that shade on my lips, but if you want to like make a poppy pink lip look, you totally could. But this set was expensive, but I will say for my first Westman Atelier purchase, I was not disappointed. The other lip product that I purchased is from Olehenriksen. This is their Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. So these have been going viral everywhere. It's, you know, pretty much the reason why I bought them. I ended up getting the shade Creme Brulee because the original like vitamin C orange one, whatnot, that was sold out in store. But I had seen this one being talked about a lot, and I really liked the scent on this one. It reminds me of my favorite Starbucks drink that I get because I think it kind of has like a brown sugar, little bit of a scent to it, if you will. But this is the lip product that I've just been keeping in my purse of like, if I feel like my lips are really dry throughout the day, this is what I put on, and I think that it's really nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Summer Fridays, but I like this more than the Summer Fridays. I know Summer Fridays gets a lot of hype. They've gone viral for their lip products many times. I like them. I think that they're okay, but I didn't lose my mind over them. This I like even more than the Summer Fridays because I feel like it's more of, like, I want to say I feel like it's more of a lip treatment, but I just feel like it's more hydrating. It's like more comforting on my lips, but at the same time, I like the little like brown nude tint it gives as well. A lot of times I'm just wearing this by itself, but I could even put, you know, a nude lip liner or a brown lip liner down and put this on top, and I think that it would make for a really pretty lip shade. But again, like, was I absolutely bowled away by this one? No, but I like it. I'm glad that I got it at 15% off because Olehenriksen is, you know, more of an expensive brand, but I still really like it. I haven't taken it out of my purse, and it's one that I reach for often. One product that I wanted to just sneak into a review here as well. This is from Pixi. It's one of their On The Glow blushes. It's their Tinted Moisture Stick. This is their red one, which is in the shade Ruby. Okay, so I did a video recently on like this candy cane blush trend where you do like a red, like you do basically like a stripe of red on your cheek and then a stripe of highlight and a stripe of red and a stripe of highlight, and then you mix it together to make this candy cane or peppermint blush. So I started to see it go around with the Rare Beauty liquid blushes and highlights, but I didn't have the red blush. So I looked through my collection and I saw that Pixi had recently sent me this red blush, and they had also sent me a highlighter, like a cream highlight as well. So that is what I used, and from that day on I became obsessed with red blush. I use this so often, and I am shooketh to my core that I like red blush. Now, I know that I liked Timid Tomato, the blush release from Singe Beauty. I recently did a short video saying, you know, if red blush intimidates you, especially liquid or cream, try this powder blush because I think that it's very pretty. I feel like it's very blendable as well. But something about this cream blush from Pixi, I also just find to be so pretty because it gives you a little bit of a glow as well. And to me, this kind of like frostbite flush cheeks look is super in right now, but I also just find it so pretty. I went to a holiday party and I used the Natasha Denona Xenon. I had like a very white, people are calling it, it's always funny like the names that we call things online now, but it was like Sugar Plum Fairy eye makeup, and then I did red cheeks, and I got so many compliments on my blush. Again, I was at like multiple places that night for holiday parties, and everyone was like, your blush looks so pretty. I'm like, thanks. And it was just the Pixi. Again, can you mix it with the highlight? Yes, but for me, this is enough on its own because it also does give you a little bit of a glow as well. I'm kind of running out of room here, but a reason that I like the Pixi too is that I feel like it's not too intense of a red. You can build it up if you want like it more, but also it shears out to just a really pretty flush on the cheeks. To me, especially seeing some of the people doing the Rare Beauty liquid blush, especially doing it in the stripes, I get it. We do these things because they're aesthetic. They're kind of like eye-catching, especially short form content. But for me, that's not really super realistic. So at the same time, I think sometimes I struggle with my content because I want to make things that obviously like do well online. That's the point of being a content creator, is like you want people to view your stuff or find it really helpful that they share it or they save it because they want to come back to it. But I also want to be realistic. I don't want to cover my entire face in foundation and try to tell you that I blended that all out, right? I don't want to put stripes of red blush on my cheeks and then try to convince you that I blended it out. Like, I loved Makeup Molly's video where she did it, and then it was very clearly like she was not going to be able to blend it out, and she brought in like the big old beauty blender to help, and I was like, okay, that's realistic as well. So that's, you know, what I really try to do with my content as well. So for me, if you're trying to do a red blush and you're a little bit intimidated by it, the Pixi cream blush to me is really the way to go, because you just get that beautiful flush. It's a nice long wearing blush. Again, that night of the holiday party, and you do the One Size setting spray, your makeup is not going to move and it's going to be so pretty, and just be ready to fall in love with red blush and be ready to be complimented all night long. We are almost finished, but I do have some hair care products. I've been getting so many nice compliments on my hair, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to have, by the time this video is up, I'm going to try to have a post of all of my favorite hair care products and what I've really been incorporating into my routine. My hair, I have been on a journey with it and for several years now, and I just feel like I'm in a good spot with it. I feel like my curls have kind of fallen out a little bit. I was on a walk right before I came here, so I had my hair up in a, not up in a bun, I had a beanie on because it's really windy. I feel like my hair's looking good, and it's definitely been a part of my looks that I have not been very confident about over the years. And truly, on the video that I posted the day that I'm filming, which is the Black Friday guide, there was like 7 comments in a row of like, your hair looks so good, your hair looks so pretty, your hair looks so bouncy, your hair is so shiny. And I'm like, thank you guys. So I really want to make that post. Check the description box because I'm going to try to make a list of all of the products that I've been using. But I purchased this hair set from Sephora, and this is from K18. So I got the Peptide Prep Detox Shampoo, and then we also got the Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. So I'm really excited to have another one of these because these are pretty expensive, and I have one that I'm almost out of. I actually used it on my hair just the last time I did a hair wash, and I was like really trying to pump it out, which is another reason that I decided to go with the set because I knew I wanted to repurchase this anyways. But I've heard a lot of really great things, especially from those that I follow for hair, talk about the detox shampoo. So I've used the detox shampoo a couple of times. It's not one that I feel like I have to use every single time because the point of it is that it's really detoxing your scalp, and I don't think that I need to do that all the time. But I've really gotten into scalp care as well. I think has been a really big thing for me. Where I live, we have a lot of hard water. We have a lot of like minerals and such in our water, and it's just not good. So I try to do things on the regular, like using a detox shampoo. I talked about Briogeo has a day where they are 30% off at Sephora. And I mentioned this in my Black Friday video that their charcoal scrub is really nice. I actually just gave it to a friend as well to use because he'd been having some like scalp issues, and I was like, try this charcoal scrub. It really helps. Every few months I do like a scalp treatment at my hair salon where they actually they use a few different products on you to be able to detox the scalp, and they actually have this like wand where you can see the before and afters, and it's pretty wild. But that is something like I have the scalp massager in my shower, and I really try to take care of my scalp. I have a red light device that I use it almost every single night as well on my hair, again really trying to take care of the scalp. So that's why I got the detox shampoo as well, to try to help with that. And so this set I was really excited about. The K18 mask, how I use it, there's a few different ways that I've seen to use it. What I have been doing is when I'm having my wash days, I shampoo my hair, I skip conditioner. When I come out, I put this into my hair, you wait 4 minutes, and then you blow dry it. And then I also like to use a couple products from Color Wow. I'll have those in that post as well that I like to use. I just recently reviewed their Kale leave-in, but to me, I just feel like I have been able to find the products that really work for me, and I've been digging the hair lately. And thank you all for the nice compliments because it really means so much because I've been really trying. And if you want a full video on my hair routine, let me know. I don't know if that would be interesting, but I could definitely do it. And I could kind of show you what a wash day looks like. Would that be interesting? Let me know, I can do it. But last 2 products, one is another one that I just purchased recently, but I'm wearing it right now. It's from REM Beauty, and this is one of their glossy balms, and this is in the shade Hocus Cocoa. All right, so I bought this because I saw Kathleen Lights do a video where she was doing this really beautiful red lip look, and it was a 5-part video. I did a short form video on it, but it was like 2 different lip liners, concealer, and then we did this gloss. And she said this was kind of the star of the show. I actually went out to Ulta after seeing her video. This was the last Hocus Cocoa gloss there. I was so excited to grab it, but it is a beautiful gloss. I'm wearing it today as well. It looks pretty brown in the tube, but it's not quite as, I'm trying to figure out where to swatch this at, but you can see like it's not like a super intense brown. It's just this like kind of very beautiful brown nude gloss, but it is stunning. And this gloss is like glossy, like what's the actual glossy balm? Yeah, okay, but it is like glossy without being sticky. And I feel like when I put it on, it's just like it's so pretty. So I do not regret getting this from REM Beauty, and this is actually the first, right? This is the first product that I'm trying from the brand. I should have put them, dang it, I should have put them on my list of brands that I wanted to try before the end of the year. But I'm super happy that I got this. And I know since doing that lip video, a few of you told me that you went out and got this one as well. I think it might be discounted at Ulta for Black Friday, or maybe that already passed, because like I said in my Black Friday video, their sales are kind of like all over the place over at Ulta. But if you're looking for a new gloss, the one from REM Beauty, I have been digging. Lastly, we're gonna wrap it up with one more mascara. It's one I'm wearing today. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Exaggereyes Volume Mascara. This is a really nice mascara as well. This has basically been my most worn mascara since my Sephora sale. And I have noticed that, yes, it definitely adds volume to my lashes. And then I wanna use the term thicker, which is the same thing, but like I'm trying to just like how it says exaggerize, like I really do feel like it makes my lashes look like an exaggerated version of themselves. I think it makes them look longer as well, but definitely just like fuller, thicker, more voluminous lashes. So if that's what you're looking for in your mascara, you're gonna get it with this. A little bit of transfer, it's a little bit more of a wet formula. To me, I noticed that it's like within the first 30 minutes of wearing the mascara, you kind of like look up or down, I can get little flecks, but nothing that it takes me nothing to flick it away with my spoolie on my eyebrow pencil or anything like that. But through the whole night and that sort of thing, I think that it holds up really well. I don't think it's as long wearing as like my Very Beauty mascara. That's what I was wearing all weekend long through the F1 events, but I still think that it's really beautiful, and I love just the kind of like fullness that it brings to my lashes. I feel like it really helps open my eyes and make them very pretty. So I have also been a fan of the mascara. I can tell that I've been wearing it so much that it's like, I feel like it's almost starting to get like a little bit on like the clumpy side because I've been wearing it so much, but I'm like, I would repurchase this. I think that it's a really nice mascara. The other Charlotte mascaras I've liked, but not enough to repurchase, but this is one that I would actually give a repurchase to. So after that, those are all of my reviews. After the Sephora sale, a few products that I've just been trying recently. I'll have everything in the description box if you're interested in anything. Don't forget to check out Sephora's Black Friday sale. Let me know if you're grabbing any of these products. I'll see you in the next one.